Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about what is mining. When you heard the term mining, the first thing that comes in your mind is we have to dig something on the earth crust to find out something valuable to the mankind. Right? This is the general definition of your mining. So whenever you are digging on earth crust, inside the earth there is huge amount of different important things are hidden inside the earth crust, right? So in the similar fashion, if we are talking about the mining, it is the extraction of valuable minerals or other geological materials from the earth, usually from an ore body, vein, seam, reef, etc. This is the general definition of mining. In the same context, analogically, we can say what is data mining. So data mining is the process of extracting interesting and potential useful information or knowledge from a data set. Basically, a huge amount of data is available for the user, and within that data, some kind of information, some kind of potentially useful information, some kind of patterns are hidden inside that data. And when we are trying to mine such data, when we process the data, when we're trying to extract some kind of interesting facts from the data, the entire process is called as a data mining process, right? Now today we are going to discuss about what is web mining, right? Before moving ahead, we are going to discuss about the details of web. The world's first website was published on August 6, 1991. This was way back 2025 or almost 30 years back. We have launched the our first website. After that, while the exact number of websites are keep changing every second, right now there are over this was 1 billion sites on the world wide web. This 1 billion is the count in 2008. Now we are in 2020, so this count goes over 25 billion. So and this is here we have discussed that the website keeps changing every second there are some users are uh, uploading their websites, they are increasing their web pages, right? So this, the exact number of web pages we cannot count, but approximately over 25 billion sites on the world wide web right now in 2020. In web mining, the web mining is the application of data mining techniques to discover patterns from the www. We have discussed that what is data mining. So data mining is the process of extracting the extraction of interesting patterns from the data. In the same context, what is web mining? So web mining is nothing but the application of data mining, and it is useful to find out interesting patterns from the world wide web. Now what are the challenges when we are talking about the web mining? The first of all, the web poses great challenges for resources knowledge discovery based on the following observation. So first observation is the web is too huge. In the previous slide we have discussed that more than 25 billion web pages are there on the internet. Every millions and billions of people are visiting those websites, they are doing some work on those websites. Some of the websites are dynamically under change, they are taking some input from the user and collecting out uh, output from the database for the user. So this is huge complex system, and the websites are too much large in the number. So that's why it is very difficult to find out such kind of, very difficult to process such kind of data mining. Then second one is the complexity of web pages. The web pages do not have unifying structure. That means they do not have the fixed structure. They are very complex as compared to traditional text document, right? So there are huge amount of documents in digital library of web. These libraries are not arranged according to any particular sorted order. There are billions of different web pages are available. You might have know that websites are a collection of some web pages, right? So there are more than 25 billion websites are running. That means in more than hundreds billion web pages are there on the web, and it is very, and they are not in order, right? They are not in order. So it is very complex system when you have to access such kind of data. So that is one of the challenge in web mining. The next challenge is web is a dynamic information source. In previous slide we have discussed that at every single instance the websites are getting changed, the content of the website is getting changed. For example, stock markets, news, weather reports, sports score, shopping, etc., they are regularly updated. So it is very difficult to handle such dynamic information. So that is one of the major challenges in web mining. Then the another challenge is diversity of user communities. That means the user community on the web is rapidly expanding. These users have different backgrounds, interest, usage purpose, and many more. There are more than 100 million workstations that are connected to the internet and still rapidly increasing. That means the people from different backgrounds, they are using the webs, but at the same time their interest usage are different. So it is very difficult to handle the different types of communities. And the final challenge of the web mining is relevancy of information. Relevancy of information means it is considered that a particular person is generally interested in only small portion of the web. That is correct, while the rest of the portion of the web contains is the information that is not relevant to the user and may swamp desired result. The example that I can give you related to this is, if any employee working in organization and he is suppose handling some database, he is from the accounts for example. So the person who is handling the accounts of the organization, he is only interested in a small portion of the data. He is only interested in what will be the salary of the employees who are working in this company, and what is their tax reduction, what is, that means anything related to their money that he is going to deal with. But he is not bothered about what is the Aadhaar card number, what is the, how many children he has, what technology he is using, right, what project he is working on. So huge amount of information related to a employee is stored in the company, but that accountant is only dealing with a small portion of the data that is related to his salary, right? So it is very important that you have to find out, it is considered that a particular person is generally interested in only small portion of the web, right? So that is not relevant to the user and may swamp desired results. That might be a challenge for the user. Now moving ahead for the web mining, as we have discussed about the data mining, the web mining is a data mining technique to automatically discover and extract information from the web documents or services. This is very important, web documents or services. If we are talking about the data mining, we are extracting some kind of useful patterns information from the data. Likewise, web mining is nothing but the finding out some interesting patterns. It is extraction of the information from the web pages. That means that is from web documents or web services, right? And the www is huge, widely distributed, and global information service center for three things: information service, the hyperlink information, and access and users information. So first of all, information services. What kind of information services? So news, advertisement, consumer information, financial management, education, government, e-commerce, etc. The another information service center for hyperlink information, access and usage information. We'll talk a little bit in detail on the next slide. And the last point is www provides rich sources of data for data mining. Of course, we know that there are billions of documents are available on the net. So these serves as a huge source of the data, and we can mine such kind of data for some useful information, and that useful information will be helpful for the organizations to grow their business and to find out uh, or to make some good policies for their end users, to create some good services for their end users. So this kind of information, this kind of huge amount of information is very much useful for the end user. So that's why we have to mine it on the web. If the types of web mining we are talking about, then basically there are three types of web mining. The first one is web content mining, second one is web structure mining, and third one is web usage mining. This diagram also diagrammatically we have shown that the web mining, and there are three different types. The detail related to these three types we'll see in the next video. Thank you for watching.